Xin chào mọi người, đây là video bài tập về nhà của mình. The black car is cheaper than the red car. The red car is more expensive than the black car. The black car is not as expensive as the red car. The red car is not cheap as the black car. The film is more interesting than the one. The film is more boring than the film. The film is not as boring as the film. The film is not as interesting than the film. My kitchen is smaller than yours. Your kitchen is bigger than my kitchen. Your kitchen is not as small as my kitchen. My kitchen is not as big as my kitchen. I can cook as well as my mother. My mother can cook better than me. I cook worse than my mother. My mother doesn't cook as badly as me. He doesn't play tennis as well as Jack. Jack plays tennis better than him. Jack doesn't play tennis. Jack doesn't play tennis as badly as him. He plays tennis. He plays tennis worse than Jack. The film is so long that they can broadcast it on one night. It is such a long film that they can broadcast it on one night. The books are so interesting that we have read them many times. It is an interesting books that we have read them many times. He is such a fat boy that everyone calls him Stuffy. The boy is so fat that everyone calls him Stuffy. It is such an excellent meal that all the children want some more. The meal is so excellent that all the children want some more. It was an exciting match that all the fans shouted loudly. The match was so exciting that all the fans shouted loudly. The weather is so bad that we can't go out. The weather is too bad for us to go out. The weather is not good enough for us to go out. The film is so boring that we can't go on seeing it. The film is too boring that the film is too boring for us to go on seeing. The film is not interesting enough. The film was not interesting enough for us to go on seeing. He was so old that he couldn't run fast. He was too old to run fast. He was not young enough. He was not young enough. He was not young enough to run fast. He spoke so fast that we couldn't understand him. He spoke too fast for us to understand. He spoke didn't slow enough for us to understand. The fair was so noisy that we couldn't hear each other. The fair was too noisy for us to hear each other. The fair was not quiet enough for us to hear each other. City life isn't enjoyable because everything is very expensive. If everything were not expensive, city life would be enjoyable. If I wish everything was not expensive so that city life would be enjoyable. If only everything were not expensive so that city life would be enjoyable. I don't have enough money. I can't go on a long holiday this year. If I had enough money, I will go on a long holiday this year. I wish I had enough money so that I can go on a long holiday this year. If only I had enough money so that I can go on a long holiday this year. He is very slow, so we won't give him such an important task. If he were faster, we would give him such an important task. I wish he was faster so that we could give him such an important task. If only he were faster so that we could give him such an important task. I'll have to work this Sunday, so I won't join your picnic. If I don't have to work this Sunday, I will join your picnic. I wish I wouldn't have to work this Sunday so that I can join your picnic. If only I wouldn't have to work this Sunday so that I can join your picnic. He works overtime to get more money because he has to pay father's debt. If he didn't have to pay father's debt, he wouldn't work overtime to get more money. I wish he didn't have to pay father's debt so that he doesn't work overtime to get more money. If only he didn't have to pay father's debt so that he doesn't work overtime to get more money.